Welcome to Tarot Talk Thursdays. I'm Jacy Moonspirit.
I'm Sings with Owls.
Today we'll be doing a full moon in Aquarius reading for you by Bowerbird Atelier. Would you like to start?
I would like to say hello and welcome to the show. And as you can see, we got cute little hats on today because today is the 1,000th post on Sings with Owls page. So, woo woo. Okay. I just wanted to get that out.
Cool. Good job, babe.
So, number 1, what you need. Number 2, what you want. Number 3, who or what might be taking away your personal power. Number 4, what might be testing your resilience. Number 5, how might you be acting out impulsively. Number 6, where might you be trying to take charge of things out of your control, and how to cultivate patience, understanding, and compassion. So now, what you need. Where would you like to go with that, Jason?
I think our first one is over here.
Okay.
So we've got the Goddess Power Oracle deck on the table today.
I'm going to pull this down so maybe so we can stay over that. Okay, and 2, what you want.
This is the Dragon Power Oracle.
So we got the gold and silver violet flame dragon. Pretty. Yeah. 3, who or what might be taking away your personal power.
We're looking at the Animal Totem Tarot today.
Strength. 3. Number 4, what might be testing your resilience?
This is the Crystal Power Oracle deck.
Now, number 5, how might you be acting out impulsively?
Great magic.
Okay. 6 is where might you be trying to take charge of things out of your control? Or this one. Dandelion. Okay, and number 7, the last one. How to cultivate patience, understanding, and compassion. Rabbit. Okay. So, this one, right? Ocean.
Yes. So, one moment. Hi, Lavina. Yes, we are doing a spread for the week. We're reading for the full moon in Aquarius right now. You may ask a specific question as soon as we're done. Thank you so much. So, what you need is Ocean, which is generosity. So I think that sometimes we have to be willing to ask for help, and sometimes we have to be gracious and accept the help that is given. I think also sometimes we have to remember that we give a lot of ourselves to our jobs, to the people that we care about in our lives, and we need to make sure that we're receiving the harvest back from those efforts and those energies, because we don't want to burn ourselves out giving to other people, because it could prevent us from giving it good opportunities later down the road. It's totally fine to share so long as we're all sharing, you know? So, what do you want?
So, number 2, what do you want?
We got the gold and silver violet flame dragon.
Okay. Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It is time for a transmutation, magic and healing. Offer service under grace. This card suggests it is time to let go of an aspect of your life that is no longer serving you. Ask the gold and silver violet flame dragons to clear the thought of it totally from your energy field. Sense or feel them etherically burn up the old. Then ask them to replace it with new and joyful possibilities that come to you at a higher frequency. And number 3, just this one. Yep. Who or what might be taking away your personal power?
So we have strength. This one from the Animal Totem Tarot, and this is the Ox. I think it's interesting that we got the card that's most associated to like personal growth, inner confidence, and willpower for what's taking away our willpower.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it is mostly ourselves most of the time, because we give away power when we look for somebody to blame. I think if you focus so much on who makes me feel this way, or why do I feel like this? Is this because of my parents? Is this because of my kids? Is this because of my boss? You spin out a little bit, and it causes a rabbit hunt, which just spins out your time and energy and doesn't really help you get what you needed back from that. So say like your boss gets really hard on you and it breaks down your self-confidence and your ability to do a task.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay for hours and why did he do this to me? What's going on with this? What could have gone wrong with him that he has to do this to me to make himself feel more important or whatever?
Right.
You can do that, and that's a lot of really weird compassion, but it doesn't give you back your sense of self. It doesn't help you build back up your self-esteem. So when I think we give away the power, we are the ones doing it. It's not happening because of an outside force. I think it's that at some point we just start doing it, and that's where we have to pay more attention to who we are and how secure we are within ourselves. And if we notice we're exhausted all the time because we're giving that power away to other people, maybe we need to pull that back.
Yes, beautifully said. And so on to number 4. What might be testing your resilience? And I haven't found my book.
It's okay. It's a Brandenburg Amethyst.
Sorry.
I was running for you, sweet.
I meant to get it before we came out here, but I just did. So sorry about that. So we got Brandenburg Amethyst, and it says you are perfect exactly as you are in the present moment. Step onto your soul path and seed your future with potential to be harvested as you progress. Self-discipline and clear focus bring your dreams to fruition as you discover that everything is possible. Ask your mentors for guidance and aim for the highest. Cool.
So can we go back to that generosity?
Yeah, and that was number 4, right?
Okay, so number 5. How might you be acting out impulsively? We got the shaman, ancient healing wisdom from the Earth Magic deck.
This is a time for deep healing, starting with your relationship with spirit. Call upon your spirit guides and ancestors to help you with any emotional, mental, or physical healing that you need. Call upon the Creator to assist you in mending any rift in your relationship with spirit. Choose thoughts that support wholeness and well being. Allow any dark thoughts or shadows to appear as well, but simply observe them as they arise in consciousness, then dissolve. See yourself as healed, whole, and complete. And it shall be.
Okay. It's like a lot of radical self-acceptance here.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then number 6, where might you be trying to take charge of things that are out of your control? And we got Dandelion, which is humility. Ordinarily, I would look at the book for this, but I think it actually has to do with taking too much on. And I think this is the wounded healer coming out to play, because while we're working on ourselves and we notice that there's a connection to somebody else, most of the time we tend to think of that person and bring their energy into the situation while we go through our own healing process. And most of the time what happens is that the other party isn't aware of the fact that they've been pulled into a healing process. So their current self has a bit of a flip out because it knows it's been pulled into something energetically. Their past self is what's tied to us in that moment. So we have to deal with current and past, that's 2 people, up against what we're already working on just because we bought too hard into their aspects of it. So it's kind of like the ideology behind forgiveness. It's for yourself to release you from the sticky karma. It's less for the other person, because if you only focus on what the other person does wrong or what the other person did to earn that sticky karma, you're staying wrapped up in their sticky karma. So you're never really letting anything go. Works the same way with other people's stress, their physical body pains, their troubles. You take too much on, it wears you down. It might make them feel a little better for a little bit, but neither of you is getting a resolution from this.
No, in the long run, it's going to hurt you.
Exactly.
That's for sure. So number 7, how to cultivate patience, understanding, and compassion. And we got the rabbit.
Here's the lesson. If you pulled rabbit, stop talking about horrible things happening and get rid of what if in your vocabulary. This card may signal a time of worry about the future or of trying to exercise your control over that which is not yet informed, the future. Stop now. Write your fears down and be willing to feel them, breathe into them, and feel them running away through your body into Mother Earth as a giveaway. And that, dears, is how we get our fears to stop being called down upon us. Because a lot of the negative emotions, anger, rage, depression, anxiety, those things are all triggered because of a fear response that happens in our brains, at least according to psychology and science.
They're
like, here, flip the trigger, react. If you can control your own fears, you can control your reaction. You control the fears by not having them. You notice that they're there for that moment. You allow them to run away because you're not in danger, and then you move on.
You let them float away.
So whenever anybody comes to you a little sideways, you look at that and say, they've got something that's bothering them right now. It's none of my concern. You're released from that. You forgive them, and you're good. It sounds very easy when we put it that way. It's a little tricky in the moment, but that's why we call it practicing the craft.
Now,
it's also practicing good self-care. Just throwing that out there. This is good mental, emotional, and spiritual self-care if you do this right. So be surprised the way your physical body reacts to the change. So while we are taking pictures of this, we hope that everybody had a wonderful, insightful time listening to us talk about the upcoming changes and things that we're going through in the full moon. I'm actually kind of excited for this one. It's a blue moon in Aquarius, which is my sun sign, but it's a moon, so I'm interested. This is something I need to change things. Things are changing. What do I need to do? It's nice.
All right, so talk to us about what we have on the table as far as card options.
Sure. So right now we have the Hedgewitch Botanical Oracle deck, the Medicine cards, the Goddess Power Oracle, the Animal Totem Tarot, the Earth Magic Oracle, the Crystal Power Oracle, Crystal Wisdom Oracle rather, and the Dragon Oracle cards. Those are all of our decks out on the table, and I know that we did have a request for a specific answer to a specific question from Lavina Astranis. So Lavina, if you're still with us at the moment, if you wouldn't mind messaging in with your question, we'll go ahead and pull a card for you of your choice. And if anybody else would like to join us and have a card pulled, you absolutely may. It looks like we have colors and needles on Syncs with Al's Instagram page. So if you'd like to have a free one card pulled, just let us know. While we wait, would you like to pull a card for tomorrow?
I would.
Where would you like to pull from?
Come up.
We've got the Hedgewitch Botanical Oracle deck going to tell us about tomorrow. Fern, growth. Flipped it right over. Ferns find a way to grow no matter what conditions they face, inspiring the oracle property growth. It's not always easy. Sometimes we would like to remain with what is safe and known, but stagnation does not tend to lead to happiness and success. How can you push yourself? What opportunities do you have to face and seek personal growth? What adversity are you facing that could lead you to new paths and ways of thinking? This oracle property is much like the Death card in a tarot deck. Though it often gives people a fright, its message is very much about the kind of change that leads to growth. Well, just like the big spread said, you can't
Friday,
claim the
right?
fears. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of change. Beautiful card. I love them. Okay. So, that was for tomorrow. How about one of those for the weekend?
Oh, we've got 2 days of the weekend. Which one's which? Oh, big cat energy. All right, then. Let's take a look. I don't see Lynx that much in reading. Black Panther is my medicine, so let's see. Okay. Lynx is secrets. Lynx. You know the secrets so very well, the dream time and the magic, but you'll never tell. May I learn to hold my tongue, observe like the Sphinx, powerful yet silent, the medicine of Lynx. If Lynx is at your door, listen. Brother or sister Lynx can teach you of your personal power and of things you have forgotten about yourself. Lynx can lead you to lost treasures and connect you to forgotten brotherhoods or sisterhoods. Some medicine people believe that Sphinx of ancient Egypt was not a lion, but a lynx. This lynx does not say much. With an enigmatic smile, the great cat watches over the sands of forever. Very cool. So if you wanted to learn more about your personal power, Lynx can help you out with that. Black Panther represents embracing the unknown. O midnight jaguar, wash me with your courage and steal me with your grace, so I may know the value of the void of time and space. Teach me all your lessons, how to face the dark unknown, then let me bravely leap into the shadows all alone. If the Black Panther has appeared today, it may be telling you not to worry about the future. Trust that you are not supposed to mentally figure it out at this time. You may need to confront fears of the unknown, of being less than you truly are, or an inability to simply be. Let go of fears that appear as obstacles or barriers. Embrace the unknown and follow the mystery that is unfolding in your life. The next step may be leaping empty-handed into the void with implicit trust. In the stillness of the void, find the will to avoid foolish interruptions, going deeper within your self-discovery and healing process. Here you will discover Black Panther's unexpected blessings.
Okay. I like that. Got some big cat energy. All right. So she has not messaged back in, but I'm sure that she knows her own question. Hello.
Baganga Chia. Okay, that's the one, Zella. All right. Hello. Would you like to have a card today? Still haven't heard anything from Lavina. Lavina, would you like a card today? All right. Mixer Whisper said they'll take one.
They weren't specific, so just choose one.
I think they need a crystal. For sure. I think they need a tarot card.
Okay.
So Mixer Whispers, you got Garnet and the Three of Wands. I don't know if those are showing up in these two. But you got Garnet and the Three of Wands.
So they said, why not? So let's get them the card here in a second.
Oh, why not? All right. Well,
Cool.
let's have a look at you. I think they need a dragon card then.
Okay. So for Garnet, it says, the time for action is now. A mystery is solved. Have courage. There is a way out. Turn a crisis into a learning challenge. If danger approaches, stay calm. You are protected and your enemies have been vanquished. Be emotionally honest with yourself and others. You may attract a partner for sexual healing. Make no long-term commitment, as it may fizzle out once the purpose is fulfilled. Okay,
And then we have the Three of Wands, which is in some ways the polar opposite of that, but they have their own tricky balance. So I think the passion has to come into play with the Three of Wands as well, because if you're planning for the long term, you're planning a journey or you're planning a trip, you have to go for places that you're interested in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll spend the whole time bored.
miserable.
Right. I think you also have to apply passion to your hobbies. I think you have to apply passion to your self-care, to yourself, to your marriage, whatever it is, because those aspects, those relationships, they all relate back to who you are. They're all part of who you are. So it's kind of like when somebody asks you for a word that describes yourself, you can't say your job.
Yeah.
Because writer doesn't describe who you are, it describes what you do. The painter doesn't describe what you are, it describes what you do.
Right.
So, in the same way, when you define yourselves, you have to do it from a place of passion. When you plan for your future, you have to plan the life you actually want, not focus on all the minutia of, oh, well, if I get this 401k, that'll pay for the beach house in Miami. And then once I have the beach house in Miami, I'll be able to get the Lamborghini. And once I get the Lamborghini, I can go up this one highway. That is a very long trip for
Filled
one
with
road.
that.
Full of debt for one
limits
trip.
you, I feel like.
I agree.
That life would limit you.
I also think that's why you have to apply passion to so many different things in life, because otherwise you're limited. If all your passion is just in the bedroom, you're limited. It's weird to say it that way, but that's kind of the truth of it.
Okay, so let's pull Lavina one first, because she chimed in first. She hadn't said what she wanted, but I'd say just pull one that you feel like is for her. This one?
She needs an earth magic card.
All right.
I think this relates to the person that she asked about on Saturday. I don't remember how to pronounce this person's name, though.
Okay. Your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether or not you're aware of it. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in that process, there are periods of darkness and times to rest. It is a natural cycle and one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It has an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to the being that is you. You do not need to strive or to be driven by a spiritual ambition. It does no good to try to force growth upon yourself or others, for that matter. Allowing is the key here. Allow the place in you that naturally wants to follow the light to do so, while recognizing that even when you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on the journey of returning to the light.
Very nice.
So that was for Lavina.
And now we have a dragon card for Baganga Chia.
Okay. Lilac Fire. Page 44, if you do numbers. Okay. Transmutes through the power of divine love, open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. When you choose this card, a lilac fire dragon will touch you with incredible ninth dimensional light. So call it in and ask it to touch you. As it approaches you, breathe in divine love and sense the lilac fire enveloping you. This will enable you to let go of the old easily, calmly, and graciously. Notice particularly how you feel when this dragon touches you, and sense the purity of the love that it radiates. Consciously work with the beautiful dragon and notice the difference it makes to your life and the quality of love around you. And that was
They haven't responded yet.
for her. Or them.
Do we have any one takers? Any more one card readings? Brianna Perkins. Hi, Brianna. We're doing free one card readings at the moment. Would you like to have a free one card reading today? We have a few different decks on the table. We put that one back in the deck.
It's okay. That is very
It collects things.
similar in size.
Somebody's got a lot of energy. They need to move around for a minute. I would like advice on my relationship.
Okay. Matthew.
All of them want to jump.
So I would say that deck
Sure.
because it's relationship, right?
Right. It's weird though. I've never seen all of them reach out like that.
I'm like, I'll talk. It's a good thing that they want to talk. Okay.
Okay. I would like advice on my relationship to Matthew. Matthew, Four of Pentacles. So this is a lot about holding back. There's something that you're holding back, whether that's a statement that you don't want to say because it's that thing in the argument that would just completely rack them up. It could also be that truth within yourself that says this isn't working for me. I also think that you might have something that you're not feeling ready to deal with that keeps coming back up in the relationship.
She says she's very scared.
I'm sorry if you're scared. This isn't meant to scare you. I think that the relationship itself, it's just not healthy to hold yourself back or to hold things back from your partner in this way. I don't think that means you need to go do something that's toxic. I think it means that you need to find a way
She said
to.
not the reading.
Beautiful.
Okay. The relationship scares her.
Okay, well,
So may I?
go for it.
Okay.
Everybody just pull a card.
So on my end it says dance and celebration.
That. So let's go ahead and let's tell the whole story.
Okay, talk about it.
Let's tell the whole story.
Okay.
So Four of Pentacles is a holdback. This is a holdup. And then we've got Bat, which represents transformation in the shaman's death. So this represents needing to end a cycle so that you can be the best version of yourselves. And then you have Dance, which is celebration. So if you want to look at this as beginning, middle, and end, there could have been a fight because something was released and you tried to catch it and hold on to it, or he's trying to hold on to you. That represents the fact that you might need to get out of this situation because you've gotten too enmeshed and it's time to figure out what's really you and what's really not you before this goes any further. You guys probably need to take a break for a bit, and that's totally acceptable and fine. And if this person's not willing to do that with you, this person is not for you, and you need to reach out to somebody in your area that can help. There are plenty of hotlines and places that you can go. Promise. Do not have to stay in an unhealthy relationship anymore.
And I just want to read this one sentence and emphasize what I think about it. The sacredness of any celebration is dependent upon the quality of spirit that is present. So, in my opinion, you can celebrate, getting out of that relationship because it seems to not be for you.
Right. I would also say you can celebrate for the good days because they're going to be what you want to hold on to anyway. Lots of people, it's just, our relationship is great when we are together. This is a long distance thing, isn't it?
It's no good.
I don't think this is healthy for you. And that's our opinion.
That's
you
just
still
what-
have free will to do what you want.
That is what we got from the cards that we drew for you. And
Right.
that was what the cards said to you because we don't know you.
Right.
I don't know you.
I don't either.
But the cards said this. So that at least take it in consideration.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that the cards would say that. I don't know what the distance is.
Well, I don't know what the distance is, but I wouldn't stay in a relationship if I was scared that the other person was cheating on me or they weren't being honest with me or that their intentions weren't pure or they didn't want the same things as me, because I'm one of those people that I go into a relationship and on the first date I tell them, look, you don't have to stay, but I'm going to be very honest.
Can you read what this says?
She says not very long distance. Our relationship is great when
I'm
we're
saying
together.
on those things without.
She said, dog and bee, you need loyalty, community, and celebration. If this relationship is denying you that, you got to go. So this is somebody else's
Thank you. That was a great
input on
statement
the reading.
there.
Something to consider. It's completely your choice.
That was what she
you'd like
got.
to do.
She pulled a friend for you also. And that's what she got from her pull,
Very cool.
which is sort of what we got.
Well,
So-
we're building community.
Hey.
Very
All right,
good.
guys.
All right. Well, if we don't have anybody else to pull a reading for at the moment, I say we introduce them to the coffee clutch tomorrow. Cool. All right, guys. Well, we are done with today's show. If you would like to come back tomorrow and join us for the coffee clutch, we will be doing some wonderful Reiki meditations for anybody that's interested. And if you would like to give a love offering, we can send you some personalized Reiki for your needs. We hope that you have a blessed and safe night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Brianna, if you need further advice or further confirmation of this, reach out to the ladies after the show. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, everybody. Happy weekend.